Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So what I'm going to show you today is a stuffed pheasant breast with a pheasant and apricot mousse. I thought I'd do this. It's quite a nice recipe that I do with chicken, but as the season is finished now, this is my last brace of pheasants, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different. And also I thought I'd mention I'm actually changing the name of my YouTube channel. For a few years now it's been White's Meat and Game. I've actually changed it to The Shooting Chef. So it's still going to be the same video, but I thought I'd just change the name. But anyway, what I've got on my board, I've got 75 grams of just whole dried apricots. I've got one egg, just a small amount of thyme, and I've got some double cream, but I'll be using 50 ml of it. So we'll make the mousse for a start, and I've got a food blender. This is my big industrial one. So to that I'm going to add the apricots, the egg, the thyme and the pheasant. But what I'm using for the mousse is the thighs. So they're boneless, and I've trimmed them up, and I'll try and work on one thigh per pheasant breast. So they will go in. I've followed up with the cream. Turn my board slightly. So that's everything inside there, if you can see it. But what I'm going to do is blitz this off camera, because this is a beast of a machine and it is bloody noisy. Right, my mousse is made up and I've just put it into a normal piping bag. But just to show you what it looks like, it's that. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look very appetising, but believe me, when that's cooked off, that is beautiful. So, the pheasant breasts. I try to use the breasts from the cockbirds because they're generally bigger and firmer. So this is the breast off the cockbird I had. And just like if you're making a chicken Kiev or a pheasant Kiev, you just want to make a pocket inside for the mousse to sit. So if you get the tip of your knife and start at the top, to make an incision, palm of your hand on the breast, but be careful, and then just work your knife along, so you've got a pocket like that, and then just pipe the mousse in like that. And don't worry if you happen to go all the way through the breast, because like I said, with pheasant it could be shot up, it could be, I mean this has got a few bits of shot in, could be a small breast. And then just repeat on the other one. But this recipe, like I said earlier, it does work very well with chicken, and chicken is obviously easier to put a pocket in. So get a good amount in there, and I've still got mousse left over, and sometimes what I do is put that mousse in a ramekin and actually steam it off, or cook it in a bain-marie. So there is the stuffed pheasant breast. I'm not going to sear these off in a pan. If you want to, by all means you can, but I find if you try to sear them off, you end up losing the mousse and it ends up looking rubbish. So I'm just going to put these in a preheated oven at 180 for 25 minutes. This is a pheasant breast, all cooked off, and I've rested it. They look good and they smell good. So I'm just going to cut into this just so you can see what it looks like. Another thing you can do as well, because obviously pheasant skin, it does go wrinkly when it's cooked, it's just the way it is. What I do sometimes is wrap this in Parma ham. So that nice stuffed pheasant breast. And it is still really moist as well, you can see on the board. That's really nice, that is, because the sweetness of the apricot goes really well with the pheasant. So there we have it. Stuffed pheasant breast with a pheasant and apricot mousse.